Hi, dog. He bounces around you, barking excitedly. Let's pet the good boy. He rolls around happily on his back. Yeah. Very cute. Zevran! Lover boy. Can you teach others to be an assassin?
I suppose the crows are already furious, yes?
Right.
What harm
What's
is
one more
another
thing?
tweak to their nose? If you wish to be trained in the basics of an assassin, I can certainly show you. Or anyone else who is also a rogue. It shall be fun. I will make it fun. I promise.
Specialization unlocked. Yeah, for whatever reason he still thinks we're in a relationship, right? I want to discuss something personal.
Again? I'm game.
Care to join me in my tent? Have you always been? Let's just leave it at that, right? Get to answer some questions.
Alright, but I get to stare at you luridly while you do so.
Such a flirty boy. And I think the talk about enjoying being an assassin we already had in the past, right? Have you always been an elf? Funny story, actually not. I know there are a lot of good swords and armor in this game, but at least I think it gives you choice based on your playstyle. That's true. I think it's just sometimes kind of sad that so much of the things you find is just like, well, loot to sell. But well, it do be like that sometimes.
What's on your mind?
I thought I can ask you more questions, but I don't think so.
It is no trouble.
Ooh, with Lieutenant Kydrum as another emissary.
On your order, Grey Warden.
Do you need anything?
The I'll was generous, but rushed. Certain areas could see improvement. We're a mercenary force, Warden. Much of our equipment is self-financed. Were you to commit additional funds, we'd upgrade as we saw the need.
Well, what can I give you? Runes for the circle, coins for our Eamon's knights. Ah, come on. 30 sovereigns, 10 sovereigns, 2 sovereigns, 50 silver. Let's go with 10, we're nice. And we don't want them to die. I guess.
You'll have the best equipped force since, well, ever.
Hey Morrigan, still being antisocial and away from the group.
What comes, my friend?
I'd like to ask you something.
So, full of questions, are you?
Can you teach others to become a shape changer?
Possibly, if I had the desire to. I do not.
Which really surprises me. I mean, we're at like 100 approval, right? And still, she doesn't teach it. Now when you go back to Soldier's Peak, there will be a storage chest where you can put your unused armor and weapons. The storage chest we all wish to be included at this camp. That's really stupid that it's located there. As you wish. How do you get her to actually change the shape changer stuff? Shape changer. Hey Shale. Wanna call me it again?
It speaks.
It does. I have some questions.
It doesn't have better things to do.
Actually, no. You already asked both
then.
those. Well, kind of sad. Shale doesn't really seem to have much bantering and stuff. Hey, Sten.
You called.
My grumpy acquaintance. I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Are you joking? Do you find Ferelden very strange?
To put it lightly, no one has a place here. Your farmers wish to be merchants. The merchants dream of being nobles, and the nobles become warriors. No one is content to be who they are.
I mean, if you're free to become what you want, isn't that a good thing? I guess not for the Qunari. Don't the Qunari ever want to change their lot in life?
What does that accomplish? The farmer who
Better
runs
people.
a shop is never a merchant. He is always a farmer turned merchant. He carries his old life with him as a turtle carries its shell.
But can't that improve things? And I would also say, like, people doing what they like makes the better people doing their jobs. Maybe he was meant to be a merchant.
Meant by whom? And if that were indeed his purpose, why did that mysterious source of meaning not make him so to begin with?
So you're not allowed to make mistakes? So you think birth should determine your destiny?
Destiny? Destiny is superstitious nonsense. Life is not a journey that ends with you arriving or not arriving at the proper destination. Life is what you do. Life is the duties you fulfill.
It sounds so incredibly lawful. Oof. You don't think happiness is important?
You can learn to find it in doing your duty.
I mean, look at that
serving
grumpy
your
face.
people. There is no need to search for it. Shall we move on?
Oof.
As you wish.
Oh, I could ask a different question. No.
I am hardly surprised.
Or was it here? Yeah. Wasn't there something about, like, do you like something about Ferelden?
No
Or
one
did I
has a
just
place
missee it?
here. Your farmers wish to be merchants. The merchants dream
here.
of being nobles, and the
Is
nobles
there anything you
become
like about
warriors.
Ferelden?
There is interesting food here. You have a thing. It doesn't have a word in the Qunari tongue. Little baked things like bread, but sweet and crumbly.
Cookies? You mean cookies?
Yes, we have no such things in our lands. This should be remedied.
Important. So, change is evil, but cookie change is not. Ha! That's how we get them. With baked stuff. I'll keep that in mind.
Shall we move on?
Kinda cute. You know, you sound a bit homesick.
Perhaps. It's strange to be in a crowd and hear a language that is not your own. To see faces that are and aren't like yours. I miss the smells of Zevran. Tea and incense and the sea. Ferelden smells of wet dogs.
What a pleasant smell. Let's go. I mean, as someone who owns a Mabari, dogs don't smell that bad.
Skunks don't mind the smell of other skunks either. Shall we move on?
Wow.
As you wish.
Rude. Very rude. Huh?
Something you need, my dear?
I have some questions.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Something you need, my dear?
I'd like to discuss something private.
Well, we're in camp. Now's as good a time as any to talk, right?
Sten is so stoic. I don't know, I think stoic puts it too mildly, actually. He's like... so stoic, they're... just so absolutely lawful, absolutely about duty, and I mean, it's the whole Qunari thing, which... I really don't get. I'm just too chaotic at heart. But I also have to say, Sten is definitely not my favorite companion. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think Sten is low on the list of people who fans want to cameo in Vilgard. Yeah. I mean, also seeing him as, well, a regular Qunari would also be pretty weird, I guess. Let's kiss Alistair.
Aha! I see talking isn't quite what you had in mind. Got it.
Give the camp a show. Yeah. Alistair, I really hope duty doesn't come between us, okay? Leliana.
Something I can
I
help
think
with?
we haven't talked with her in quite some time. I'd like to talk to you about something.
Yes? What's on your mind?
And the comics that eventually becomes the Arishok after Hawk kills the one in Kirkwall. Oh. Maybe we can get another story from her. You know, you were a traveling minstrel. Do you have any tales to share?
Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself.
Ever being the
Everyone should
bard.
be able to benefit from them, I think.
Do you know any Ferelden legends?
I know one, told to me by my mother a long time ago. It always chilled me to the bone. Maybe you have heard of Flemeth?
Ooh. Flemeth. Morrigan's mother was called Flemeth.
Are you sure? Was she the Flemeth of legend?
I guess.
Flemeth, the devourer of men. Flemeth, mother of witches. Flemeth, demon-touched, who dwells in the mists.
How often do you have to say Flemeth to summon her? I'm quite sure, but I can't say I'm quite sure. Devourer of men. I don't know in which way she's devouring men, but I guess both. That's a title I could settle with. Do you see yourself as an old lady in a cottage in a forest being the devourer of men, Luna? I thought he got the promotion due to his work defeating the Darkspawn, but the Qunari nearly started a war over Solace. I doubt they're going to stay quiet. It also will be pretty interesting to see what the Qunari are going to do in Vilgard, right? Especially after Trespasser. Anyway. She didn't really introduce herself as such.
Ferelden mothers scare their daughters with talk of Flemeth. They say that if you're bad, Flemeth will spirit you away and bind you to her forever. They also say that Flemeth mourns her lost beauty and will steal yours through your looking glass if she catches you.
Yeah. Tell me the whole story.
Flemeth's beauty was known throughout the land. She had hair like unto a moonless night, skin as pale as winter's first snow, and eyes as beautiful and perilous as the sea. When she came of age, she came to the attention of the Lord of Highever, Conobar, and he took her for his wife. Conobar soon learned that his young bride had the gift of magic. He kept this a secret, for he feared that she would be taken from him. Flemeth stayed with Conobar for some years, and with his blessing, she practiced her art. And then one day, a young poet named Osen came to the castle. Flemeth was captivated by Osen's voice, and he by her beauty, and they fell in love.
Oh. Drama. Oh, the plot thickens.
Flemeth longed to be with her true love, and she and Osen fled from Conobar's lands, seeking refuge in the Kokari wilds with the Chasing tribes. They lived there happily for many a year, till the day Flemeth received news that Conobar was dying and longed to see her face one last time. Flemeth's heart swelled with pity for the man who once was her husband, and begged Osen to return to Conobar's side with her.
Is it a
But
trap?
when Flemeth and Osen entered Highever, they were captured by Conobar's men, and Osen was slain in front of Flemeth's eyes. Flemeth was
petty guy.
imprisoned in the highest tower of the castle, there to await Conobar's judgment on her. Distraught at the loss of her love, Flemeth plotted revenge against her husband. She summoned a fey demon, intending for it to wreak vengeance on Conobar. But a spell went awry. The demon possessed Flemeth. Turning her into an abomination, the halls of the castle ran red with blood as Flemeth slaughtered Conobar and all his men. The last of Flemeth's humanity melted away, and at dawn, she stole back to the wilds to plot and scheme for 100 years. They say she took to her side many Chasing men, and with their help, begat her daughter witches, who even now prowl the dark places of the Kokari wilds.
Curious. Huh. I mean, knowing more about Flemeth, the question is how much truth is actually to the story. If you don't want to be spoiled about stuff happening in Dragon Age Inquisition, just skip like 1 or 2 minutes. But I wonder if actually there's some truth to this story, and the demon she summoned and the abomination she became was merging with whatever was left of Nathal, right? Maybe it's just a story, but it seems to kind of fit. There was another story I wanted to hear.
Which one?
Do you know anything about the Dalish?
I have heard a little about how the elves gained their freedom from the Tevinter Imperium. When Andraste began her exalted march against the Imperium, the elves joined her cause to fight their masters. The great elven leader, Shatan, born in captivity, rose up to lead his people. He foresaw a future where the elves were free. Shatan was killed when Andraste was betrayed, but the elves continued to fight, eventually breaking free of the Imperium. The elves claimed the Dales in the south and settled there in a land of their own.
Yeah, it's still moving around, kind of fleeing over and over again. It didn't last.
The elves lived in the Dales for centuries. They resurrected the worship of the elven gods and would allow the building of no chantry. This angered the chantry, and the hostility between the two factions finally broke out in open war. The chantry says the elves struck first, but I do not know whether to believe it. The chantry declared a wholly exalted march against the elves, named for Andraste's similar march against Tevinter. During the exalted march of the Dales, the elven cities were sacked, and the elven state completely dissolved. Some of the elves bitterly accepted their fates and surrendered to human rule, living in the human cities as second-class citizens. But others, still fiercely proud of their heritage, refused to bow to the humans, and instead became homeless wanderers. They were the elves of the Dales, the Dalish.
Chantry's really awful sometimes. Well, more than sometimes, I guess. Not easy being an elf. I think we talked to everyone, right? Right, so Orzammer.
All right.
Alright. So, who are we going to take? It's so hard. It's so complicated to decide. I have to say, Shale was like mechanically pretty cool, but I'm a little bit sad about no bantering at all. So I'm thinking about. I mean, theoretically, we could also leave Morrigan behind, but playing Morrigan is just fun.
Yes.
Alistair also has to stay by our side. Who else could we take? We can just take Zevran along, I guess. I'm not sure. I don't think we have anything nice for Leliana. But then again, do we have nice equipment for Zevran? Should we just go with the usual setup? Me every time I have to do. Who do you take for your voyage?
Yes.
Let's just very quickly go back to camp and let's have a look at the equipment. That's such a stupid head. Zevran. My boy. Yeah. The equipment is not that nice. Leliana. Leliana doesn't have any strength. Let's take Zevran with us for a while, and let's see that we can give him at least something nice. Go. Let's just give him the Drakeskin stuff, which is okay, I guess. The helmet is not that great, but we can't change it. Let's have a look if we can give some nicer daggers to him with tier 3 and tier 5. They're really not that great. And I think we should also sell some other things. So, shopping trip it is. And we could also go back to Denerim, by the way. Hi.
If there's anything I can do for you.
Okay, I would say let's do selling first. Heavy metal shields, maybe let's keep that one. Historian's might. Ah, come on. Let's sell it. Let's not overthink this. Historian's might, shadow belt, enchanter staff. Warden commander gloves. They're not even worth 1 sovereign. Can we use heavy armor on anyone? Just on Sten, I think, and we're not going to take Sten along. Here we go. Easy, right? Sapphire. It also feels so wrong to just sell Kaelin's set, but here we go. Scale gloves, longbow, darkspawn dagger. No, that one's bad. Amethyst, different extract, hands breastplate, great sword. At least we're getting some of our money back. Oh, remember, you don't have to sell your unwanted armor. So to speak has a storage chest. But why would I keep it instead of selling it to get money? Like, what would be the advantage? Let's have a look. Tier 5, tier 6. Here we go. Can give Zevran nicer daggers now. Whoop. Bow dagger. And...
If there's anything I can do for you.
Selling some more. Boop, boop. Here we go with all the bolts. Rapid aim. I think that's something nice for Leliana, just in case. Leliana. Repeater gloves. Here we go. If you don't plan on using it, then sure, you can sell it. I was always changing my mind on armor and weapons in my console days of playing.
You and your friends are formidable folk, and
I don't know, maybe I'm just too lazy about armor and stuff, but so far I didn't do that. I think we can sell everything. Hey, our equipment, our inventory has capacity again. Conspirator's foil, sounds fun. I just want Zevran to have like decent armor. I don't want it to make it harder than it has to be. But looking at the Helm of the Deep, I would just keep it. 2 constitution, resistance, nice armor. Let's go. Tier 7, tier 7, tier 7. Yeah, we don't have any rings or something like that. Maybe let's look for that.
are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? A pair of earrings, perhaps? A cheese knife?
Oh.
I'm sure you...
I did Redcliffe, Circle, Ern, Denerim, Dalish, Ostergard, so to speak, Orzammer and Shale. Interesting, that's quite a different order than what I'm doing, Alistair. I just never thought anything was named. I saw the generic stuff, Darkspawn Shield, Iron Armor, things like that. I used to be like that too, actually, but somehow it changed. Dalish Hunter Belt, Summoner Regeneration. Let's go with that. Spell Ward, Enraged Token, Willpower, Cold Resistance. Here we go, and some rings. Silver Ring. Properties, Ring. Ew, Harvest Festival Ring. Strength, Dexterity, Attack. Let's take that. Right, Zevran, darling. Harvest Festival Ring, this thing, token. Right, I would say Zevran is ready for action. Maybe let's just have a quick look whether we can level him up. Level up? Yes. Dex, Dex, Dex. Of course we want to hit. And a little bit of Constitution. Let's make him a dual list. Not yet unlocked. What? But I did unlock them. Confusion. Trap making, of course. Why not? We're trying to take the assassin things. The opportunists, rogue strikes where it hurts the most. Let's go. Feign death I still don't like, evasion I like. I know that from my own character. When I played PC, I had modded armor items that spawned in the game, so I did sell all the in-game guide, or the in-game named and generic armors because modded armor was better. That sounds a little bit like cheating, doesn't it? Okay, Zevran.
Yes.
Alistair, Morrigan. And I think we have all the sass we can have. So, let's just stop by Denerim to see if we can get another set of armor. Yeah, or maybe we're just going to fight.
More darks.
So many Darkspawn. I like their formation, so... What do we do when we like the formation of someone? We freeze her! Yeah, I'd say it's looking good. Right? I was just like, what is Wynne doing? We don't have her. She's sitting in camp. And she deserves it. Change. Oh wait, there... Oh. How did I overlook the ogre? We gotta speak about the ogre, elephant in the room. Well... happened. It was a very stealthy ogre, right? Oh, come on, reactive soldier, don't die. I think our doggo died. Oh.
Let's get on with it.
I would still love to find a way. Ooh, deep mushroom. I would still love to find a way to replenish our injury kits. But well. See? Deep mushroom. We have 10 deep mushrooms. And Mabari crunches also require deep mushrooms. Right, onwards.
Yes.
To victory. Your characters don't die here, they just take a temporary vacation. Without being asked about that. And it's not pleasant.
As there is but one world,
Oh, the same. What's up with this kid? Ah, dog. Yeah, let's hit in the deep mushroom quest before, so I can actually use all the deep mushrooms we're going to use from now on. And I don't have to save them up.
Take this. You've earned it.
Thank you. Wow, I just got one lousy sovereign for that. Yeah, after that, Orzammer. Besides that, we do still have a few side quests open. But nah. Maybe later. I wasn't too much a fan of those side quests, to be honest, because... yeah, there's so many fetch quests and random stuff, and I don't know. And I mean, running after your armor 12,000 times, much better.
We're closed. Oh, it's you.
The Drake scale armor is
I hate
done.
him.
And it's, well, decent. Few things I'm rather proud of. And it didn't take as long as I feared. Odd.
You'd better be very proud, Wade. We can't afford any more flights of fancy.
I feel good, actually.
I just paid you
I wouldn't
20
mind working on
sovereigns.
Lord such and such's armor today.
We'll see how long this lasts. Here's your armor. Now please leave.
Rude. Okay, let's annoy him once more. But before we do that, now we have the superior stuff. Oh, I think that's actually nice for Alan. Look at Alan's armor. It sucks. Oh, it really sucks. And this new one is really nice, actually. Nice. Cool. Hi.
Welcome. Oh, it's you. Please leave. And if you have any more scales, you can shove them.
Where? Please, elaborate. You know, actually, I have some dragon scales.
You just don't know when to quit.
Nope.
Why so glum, Heron? Today is a glorious day. Today I
At the end of this dragon scale armor, they're going to break up.
Giddy.
What can you make with it?
Patience, patience.
You make patience?
Now, I've dreamed of what I would do every night. It's in my head in perfect clarity. It will be the work of hours.
What? You're serious?
Absolutely. The only question is what type of armor. Dragon scale is marvelous, flexible and tough. I could make a lighter set of dragon skin armor, heavy dragon scale armor, or dragon bone plate. What interests you?
And as usual, it would be pretty helpful if we could actually look at our characters now. But we can't. I mean, we have the superior light dragon, not dragon, drake scale armor on our character. I think I would go for the plate for Alistair. Right? I will go for the plate and give it to my warrior. I think so too. The strongest armor you can make, the dragon bone plate.
Excellent, excellent. Now don't move.
It's not for me. Wait.
There you go. My life's work, that is.
Did we just wait here for hours?
Of course, Heron. Have some faith. I am a master armorer, you know.
It just takes 2 minutes.
Cease. But you're not welcome here anymore.
I need a sabbatical. Maybe someplace warm.
I hate my life.
They're so weird. Alright, let's hope it was worth it. Oh, yeah. Stamina regeneration combat. A lot, +2 in total. And we are almost immune to fire damage. Love it. And the armor modifiers are just really, really good. Cool. See what I mean? Incompatible? Those two are so funny. They are, and they should go to marriage counseling, I guess. Or maybe just skip that part. Okay. I would say that was nice. It also looks like a nice armor. Like the copper shine. Let's just have a look around in the city, whether we can buy some injury kits. And then we go to Orzammer. Ostagar. Orzammer.
You're back.
It will never work.
Need something?
Do you have injury kits?
Oh, yes.
Why don't you have injury kits? Sadness. Sad Ethan noises. Giselle, I think you just...
Or perhaps you tire...
I think she just sells, like, boring stuff,
or
right?
Perhaps you tire of the smell... Perhaps
Yes,
you
yes.
seek the armor smith, Wade.
Ah, yeah, she just gives us, like, addresses where to go. I don't think so, but maybe the Wonders of Thedas have something interesting. Like deep mushrooms. It isn't canon, so I will tell you. Wade kicks Heron out in my face. He gets with another man who's much better for him and his greatest streak. Yeah, it definitely feels like he can just improve. Well, game. Game was also frustrated. Happens. Catch on. I mean, it's so quick. I think I'm not going to bother cutting it out. Great. Ooh, someone got a level up. That's our dog. Constitution. And combat training. Okay. Let's try this again. I'm very happy about that autosave. Quick save. It was my own save. Okay. Finding my orientation again. Where am I? Maybe the wonders of Thedas are actually cursed. And? What? I mean, at the beginning of the stream I actually went in there. No problem. What changed? You have the Dragonbone armor, so now, unfortunately, you're forbidden from entry. And now it just crashed again. Okay. Just Denrin things, I guess. Come on, Market District. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe something corrupted that save, or did it just override my quick save? It did. I have just one quick save slot? Why? Can't I change that? Dragon Age, why do you do this? You're just so old. Well, here we go. I'm actually going to cut this out, so I really need to write down the time. Let's continue before the town crashes. Run! And I still hate that reloading costed us the deep mushroom. World map, and let's go! Frostback Mountains. Well, we could have gone directly to Orzammer, but where's the fun in doing that? I haven't seen deep mushrooms anywhere. I'm always looking for them. Which is weird. Me, the mushroom enthusiast. Or maybe the shop at the tower. Nah, let's look later.